two athletes found themselves at the Ability360 Sports and Fitness Center with a plan. One was to rebuild himself, the other was focused on a sport. In the end, an inseparable bond focused around one common goal: winning a gold medal. Ernie, Chun, and Joe Jackson are teammates on the court for the Ability360 Heat Wheelchair Rugby team. Both players are a part of Team USA's 2018 training squad, competing for the 2020 Paralympics in Tokyo. Neither of them planned a future in wheelchair rugby, but after injuries sustained years ago, both of them are competing for the same team.
I was injured due to a surfing accident. Went up a wave, landed in the water. It was shallow, I hit the bottom. Once I hit my head, I was instantly paralyzed. I was conscious the whole way. I was 14 years old and then living back home in Hawaii, born and raised as well.
Jackson, on the other hand, is a Phoenix native and was a promising high school football player before his injury.
When I was 16 years old, I was playing football for Hamilton. We were scrimmaging for our semi-final state game, and we threw an interception, so I ran over to make a tackle, and I broke my C6 vertebrae and fractured it.
Chun and Jackson are from two different states and on two different paths, but they discovered wheelchair rugby the same way.
When I was in college, I actually saw a trailer for Murder Ball. And I've heard about wheelchair rugby from rehab, but I never got to see it or knew too much more about it. And I definitely went to see the movie. Then after the movie, I was like, I gotta try that sport. And then just one day, so I was competing for tennis on the tour, and then I met some other players, became friends with them, and they were like, yeah, you want to try rugby? Moved to Tennessee.
Chun was all in. Despite being ranked 32nd in the world in wheelchair tennis quad division, he packed his bags, headed east, and avoided one specific phone call.
I told my mom through an email, because I was scared to call her from a tournament, that, hey, I'm going to move to Tennessee. Went home for 4 days, packed it up, and I was out. And that's after being gone for like a month of playing tennis.
Jackson, too, was introduced to the game through the Oscar-nominated documentary Murder Ball. But it was introduced to him by one of the stars of the film, Scott Hogsett.
And then we watched Murder Ball as well. And I was like, oh, I gotta do this. This is fast, this is contact. It's pretty similar to football in the contact aspect. He actually came and mentored me. He came and talked, shared his story, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw him, and then I saw the film. I was like, oh, holy crap, he's big time.
Both Chun and Jackson tried out for the 2016 Team USA Paralympian team. Jackson injured himself during the tryouts, but vowed to make the training squad the following year. Chun didn't think he was mentally ready. He vowed to grow from the tough experience of being cut.
It was tough. That whole summer, I did not get in my rugby chair. I was a little down, of course. I guess like anyone trying to go for an Olympic sport or Paralympic sport, it's 4 years of your life dedicated and then not making it, it's pretty tough. And now when I play, I just play. Do what I do and control what I can control is just what I do.
The two players train upwards of 12 to 15 hours a week. That time increases when they travel or play in tournaments. With all this time spent on the court, the two know each other's games very well.
Ernie is probably one of the best defensive players I've seen in a while. He's a function slayer. Like, he's a 2, and he can push as fast as like a 3.5.
Your classification as a player is based on your physical ability. Chun is a Class 2. Jackson is a Class 1. They aren't in direct competition of each other for Team USA, but roster spots can go to anyone. The two don't have a relationship just on the court. Chun views his teammates as family, and like all families, competition is prevalent, especially off the court.
We used to have board game night, and that got pretty intense. You think we're competitive on the rugby court, you ain't never seen us play Taboo or Cranium or something like that.
Overall, the two have their eyes set on the 2020 games, but their goals reach much higher than that.
If I make it in 2020, I go and compete and try to make it in 2024 as well. So I'm trying to play it for at least 10 years on the bigger stage.
I hope I can say I won a gold medal at Tokyo in 2020. It's funny, we talk about this with my USA teammates. It's not just about the gold medal, you know. It's about the journey for sure. Like, I'd like for us to win as a team and be a dominant team because we came together and worked together. Like I said, the memories and adventures definitely enrich our lives.
Before they call themselves teammates for Team USA in 2020, they still call each other teammates at Ability360. The two are part of a national championship team and look to repeat again. Despite what happens in Japan, they will always be teammates in Phoenix. For Ability360, I'm Matt Lively, reporting.